Twitch, stand by. Everybody on YouTube, stand by. Let's make sure this is all working for Facebook here first, and then we will just double check on this for just a moment. Welcome if you're just tuning in on YouTube or Twitch. It is, again, a very quiet Wednesday evening at this point. Tuesday evening, pardon me, getting ahead of myself. Wednesday should also look very much on the quiet side, so no problems at all for right now. Let's see, video source is up and running. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and I think we're just about ready to do this. Got a lot to talk about for tonight, so should not be too much longer here, and that seems to be working, so okay. And one last check, audio there, audio there, audio there. Okay, cool. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and switching over to Facebook. All right, we are live. It is Tuesday evening. Again, beautiful, dry, decently mild across much of the area for tonight. Beautiful conditions for getting out and about for this evening. So again, much of what we're going to be seeing in the next few days is going to be well above normal on temperatures, to say the least. Numbers, if it's been too chilly for you in the last couple of days, if we got a treat for you coming up. We've got a little bit less than about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, somewhere in there of winter. We're about ready to switch over to spring. Daylight saving time is this weekend. And as of right now, again, numbers are going to be way up above normal, some 20 to 25 degrees above normal in the course of the next couple of days, especially as we head toward the end of the week. We'll have more on that coming up here in just a little bit. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. This is Weather Overtime. We are live and direct from downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee, southeast United States, Western Hemisphere, planet Earth, Milky Way galaxy, somewhere over in the local group of galaxies in there. Don't think our broadcast signal has gone quite that far just yet, but in the meantime, welcome to anybody and everybody who is tuning in. We'll take a look at the forecast in detail in just a little bit, so if you have questions about the forecast, please drop them into the comments section. We'd love to see, again, what it is that you have a question about. If there's something on here that we can help with but are not able to answer directly, we'll do our best to kind of narrow things down for you by just a little bit. This is our online video weather blog. This is your opportunity to learn more about what's going on with the forecast. The only dumb question is the question that is not asked. So if you have a question, let's go ahead and hear them. Go ahead and drop them into the comments section. Would love to hear from everybody out there. Overnight tonight, again, late night, midnight plus snack weather looks pretty good. Temperatures, again, back in the lower 50s. Numbers, again, pretty nice for this time of the year, to say the least. These right here are very close to our normal low temperatures for this time of the year. So we're looking at some very, very mild numbers out there. Air quality was a little bit better today, not by much. Lower yellow or moderate quality overall. And tree pollen much reduced from what it was yesterday. Likewise, mold spores about half the reading of what it was on Monday. Information courtesy of the Chattanooga Allergy Clinic. Thanks to all of our sponsors for stopping by and being a sponsor out there. For tomorrow morning, again, getting the kids off to the classroom, it is going to be, again, brisk. Temperatures back in the lower 50s and occasionally breezy, but not really seeing a lot of major problems out there. Clouds will be sticking around off and on through the day, so much of what we're going to be seeing will be just clouds and some very mild temperatures. Numbers toward the afternoon, that is where we see some very mild conditions out there into and around the rest of the afternoon. Mid to high 70s, that's going to be some 15 to 20 degrees above our normal high temperature for this time of the year. So outdoor activities, definitely want to make sure that you are paying attention to that. They'll need the students, the teachers, everybody will need the jacket in the morning, but as of right now, you will not need much of anything else in the afternoon. to cover up with. Temperatures at this time, again, back into the 40s, western North Carolina, 50s and 60s across much of the rest of the area as we get closer to around 10 o'clock Eastern time. And again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the show. Drop any questions you may have into the comments section. We'd love to see what you have out there for comments. Numbers, again, very mild as warm, moist air comes in from off the Gulf of Mexico. The blue colors way up top are, again, the very cold temperatures, roughly I-70 and all the way up to the Great Lakes. That's the coldest weather, but otherwise temperatures around much of the Gulf, the southeast United States, are very pleasant and will remain that way for the next several days. So if you have outdoor activities, I would go ahead and keep them. But as of right now, again, the potential of us getting anything in the way of frosty, more winter-type weather for this time of the year, that does not appear to be a particular concern at this time. So little, if anything, going to be happening there. Let's take a look around the area on our camera section, which you can access at WDEF.com/weather. 1% list scenic city, Finley Stadium, downtown Chattanooga, looking from the EPB building off to the southwest, the lights of Lookout Mountain, Ruby Falls out there. You can see Interstate 24 traffic moving on through downtown. Otherwise, very quiet and dry, so good visibility out there for tonight. Back to the north of this on what is called the North Shore. If you're just tuning in, again, we're coming to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Tennessee River flowing back to the west through downtown, under the bridges, downtown area here, North Shore. Coolidge Park, back over to around the rest of the park system there along the Riverwalk. Very quiet and again very dry. From 2475, thanking a sponsor that has been with us for a while, Plainview Outdoor Advertising Camera, now on this particular camera from CHI Memorial Stadium, 2475 Junction. Looks like some police activity under the 24 West overpass. Something to watch out for there. We had a pretty major backup around Ottawa earlier today. That has since gone away for right now, but always be careful out on the roadways there, please. Remember, let's be careful out there, as Sergeant Phil used to say. 60 at the airport, just over the horizon, and again, fairly high humidity values, healthy southerly winds, so we are getting some very mild conditions across much of the region. How long is that going to be sticking around? Probably for the next several days. We do not have any major changes taking place. Looking again at this setup that we have, this front that you see across much of the region is going to be sticking around here. Again, that's the dividing line between the very warm air to the south and the very cold air back to the north. Some rain mixed with snow from Kansas City back over toward almost Pittsburgh, and very cold, high pressure across the Great Lakes, keeping things again dry and very much on the chilly side. Now, going out from there, what we really need to have happen is to get high pressure to relent a little bit and give us less in the way of a backup situation. But the high pressure area that is over here by the areas of the western Atlantic is going to keep this front in place, sandwiched together right there with, again, high pressure on either side, and that is doing a very good job of keeping this front in place. Now, once all of this moves off to the east, we'll start to see this conveyor belt of systems make their way through, and that means a good potential of not just showers, but also thunderstorms, maybe some windy conditions, maybe a little bit cooler, but not by much. And over the next several days, we have got, again, some pretty brisk conditions out there. Now, I want to make certain everybody is aware of this because there are signs. There's no carved in stone bit of information at this point, but we really do need to pay attention to this changeable condition. Next several days, there could be the potential again of heavier rainfall developing, especially in areas north and east of Chattanooga and the News 12 viewing area, southeast Tennessee, northeast Alabama, back into northwest Georgia and western North Carolina. That is where we could be seeing the potential for some heavier rainfall between us and New England. Now, again, this is just basically a hint that something is going to be happening. There is nothing, again, from any of the weather services out there that show anything in the way of carved in stone, definite flash flooding. But with signs like this far out, this is the 8 to 14 day U.S. hazards outlook. So give or take about 2 weeks, and that's a pretty fair amount of time for this type of situation to start showing up. There is no sign of any severe weather at this point, so that again is very good news. We do see again that potential for problems out there through the next couple of months. We are approaching the peak of severe weather season in April, so we have the entire month of March and the entire month of April to get through. That is where we get into the worst potential for severe weather around this area of the country. So this is flash flooding. That's dangerous enough. Again, turn around, don't drown, find another way to get to where you're going. If you encounter any flooded roadways, never drive across a water-covered roadway. It could be the last mistake that you ever make. Find another way to get to where you're going. So for right now, this is going to be the worst situation that we have. No winter weather, no severe weather. Good news there. And again, hopefully it stays that way. And overall, a lot of red and orange on this map as the Climate Prediction Center shows us the short-range forecast. And again, what we're looking at for right now is the well above possibility of very mild conditions all the way across the eastern, basically the eastern third, almost the eastern half, and the southern half of the continental United States. The only place it's going to come close to being even semi below normal is way up here from the Great Lakes to the Pacific Northwest. That is going to be the best potential of anything cooler. Matter of fact, according to some of the data from NOAA, it looks like we just underwent our warmest winter ever in the continental United States, and that is part of a chain of events showing, again, numbers increasing steadily over the course of the last couple of decades. Not good news overall, and the trend continues again for our very warm conditions out there into the next several days. Looks like the first about 10 days of March is going to be very much on the very mild side out there. All right, next couple of days, we'll give the computer time to catch up here for just a second. This is our extended forecast, and this again shows you a little bit more about what we're going to be expecting into the next few days. Through the weekend into this next week, the second week of March, that is where we again may see the potential of some more heavier amounts of rainfall and the possibility again of getting into maybe some more thunderstorms, maybe some flash flooding. It's a little bit on the iffy side there again for right now. So for the time being, decently quiet. But again, for tomorrow, Wednesday is National Hug a GI Day. So again, if any of your friends, relatives are serving in the United States military, give them an extra hug, a handshake, offer to buy them a meal, something like that, to show that they are most welcome for, again, wearing the uniform of our country. Mid to high 70s for tomorrow, and again, numbers will be very much on the warm side. Sorry, that should not have happened right there. It took a little bit too quick of a shot to the next graphic, so give me a second. These graphics take a while to load because there's so much on here, animations and all sorts of other things, so we'll get it back up loaded here in a second. In the meantime, clouds clearing out on Island Cove, overlooking around the area of Lake Chickamauga. There we go. All right, so for tonight, again, temperatures back in the low 50s. That's as cool as it gets for the next several days. 80s into the end of the week, the beginning part of the weekend, sorta, kinda cooling off as we get into Sunday and Monday. Highs back in the mid to high 70s, and again, that is still a good 15 to 20 degrees above normal out there. Fairly windy at times, and then also, again, chances of showers, maybe some thunderstorms out there. Again, don't forget to put your clocks forward 1 hour as we go from Saturday night into Sunday as daylight saving time begins. why we're still doing this, how this is still a thing. I still don't understand why we should be able to put this whole thing away. It does nobody any good. It's time to get rid of it, and why we can't unite at least behind this common issue, I really don't know. Numbers again showing too warm for any winter precipitation. Not seeing any markers for severe weather west of us, yes, but nothing for right here in the News 12 viewing area, Tennessee River Valley. So again, some very good news where that is concerned. We'll continue to monitor that over the next several days, so keep it tuned to News 12 for more information on that. Thanks to everybody for sending in some great pictures, nonetheless being seen there this evening. Thank you very much, News 12 viewer Gwen from Rising Fawn, Georgia, for a beautiful view of some sunset light between the clouds up above, reflecting that light, and the horizon kind of smoky, hazy below. That's our HEP heating weather window picture of the day. And if you've got pictures, we would love to see them. It's very simple to get them into us. All you have to do is send them to us by email. Go to pictures@WDEF.com. Drop them in the comments section to our social media pages. It's very easy to do. And then you can also go to Weather Window headquarters at WDEF.com/photos. If you got pictures, again, please send them in to us. That would be really cool, and we'll feature them as our Weather Window picture of the day. We talked about Skywarn meetings last night on weather overtime, so if you'd like to go back and take a look at that, you would definitely be welcome to do so. Going to talk again about a little bit more about what you and I can do to help out. Not everybody can clean up the entire planet. Not everybody can, again, make certain that the entire planet is healthy and sustainable by themselves. It takes a team effort to do it. This is our planet, and it's our opportunity to help take care of it. And a local group by the name of Green Steps Chattanooga would like your help this weekend, and this is one of several cleanups that they have had going on. Two of them this weekend. The first one on Saturday, March the 7th, again, that's this Saturday, 12 to 3 p.m., Orchard Knob Reservation, 306 North Orchard Knob Avenue. And then on Sunday the 8th at the Sitico Creek Litter Cleanup, meet at the Carver Recreation Center at 600 North Orchard Knob Avenue. Again, the information that you need, what equipment to bring, what you can expect, things like that. They would request that you RSVP to this. Many hands make light work, and even though it may not be your garbage, it's your opportunity to help clean up on this. Think global, act local. It's a great opportunity, again, to help keep our planet and our green spaces livable and clean, and to put litter in its place. So it's your opportunity. As a former co-anchor of mine, Richard Ransom, used to say, it's time to clean up, and this is a good way to do it. So if you'd like to help, greenstepschat.com/events. Your opportunity, again, to help clean up the neighborhood by just a little bit, so please consider doing so out there. This information here, I want to switch over real quick, and give me a second to get this loaded up for everybody so everybody can see this. This is our weather poll of the day, and this again shows a little bit more about what type of questions that we ask in regards to weather and science and pollution and air quality. We try to bring this to you every single day. We don't have a sponsor for this page, so if you would like to sponsor this page, please contact our sales staff so they can talk to you about things. The question, and this information comes to us courtesy of a study done by Yale University and George Mason University, both universities having a climate change communications department. In late 2025, they interviewed about 1,200 adult Americans and asked them a series of questions in regards to how do they feel about climate change and or global warming, and some very telling responses on there. The quiz for today was, what percent of Americans feel a personal sense of responsibility to help reduce global warming? 19, 59, 79, or 99%. And the correct answer was the one that got the majority of the votes. 59% of Americans, nearly 3 in every 5 Americans, feels a personal sense, according to the study, of responsibility to help reduce global warming. That's our weather poll question of the day. We'll have another one going up at midnight, so your opportunity to vote in that. You can use the QR code to get there, or again, go to our website at WDEF.com/vote now if you would like to pick that up. If you would like to see the study and what it actually showed, it is available to you to take a look at. It is, again, the study of beliefs and attitudes about climate change in the American mind. It was conducted in fall of 2025, and again, this is courtesy of the Yale program on climate change communication and the George Mason College of Humanities and Social Sciences Center for Climate Change Communication at GM University. And this has got a ton of great information on here in regards to what people are thinking and what it is compared to from just a few years ago. It's very interesting to take a look at some of these attitudes versus what you see in a lot of the quote-unquote mainstream media, in a lot of politics, and a lot of religion. So interesting to take a look at this study, and I highly recommend, if you would like to see what your fellow Americans are thinking. Again, it's called Climate Change in the American Mind, Beliefs and Attitudes. It's a great opportunity, again, to find out more about what is being said out there when it comes to anything involving climate change. The last Skywarn spotter meeting, courtesy of the National Weather Service in Nashville, I should say the last basic Skywarn spotter meeting was held tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central. On Thursday, March the 5th, for those who have taken the basic course, the advanced course will be coming up at 6:30 p.m. Central, again, courtesy of the National Weather Service in Nashville. And if you'd like to see that, go to their website at weather.gov/OHX if you would like to take a look at that and get to the Skywarn page. Thursday, March 5th, 6:30, advanced course. Now, if you missed the basic course, that's okay. National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Georgia, will be holding 2 basic Skywarn training courses. That'll be coming up Wednesday, March 11th. That'll be next week, noon to 2 p.m. Eastern. And 2 weeks after that, Wednesday, March 25th at 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. These are totally free. They're paid for by your tax dollars and my tax dollars. And one of the best ways that our tax dollars have ever been spent, in my not so humble opinion. This again shows us a little bit more about how to get ready for severe weather. And maybe you just moved in here from, again, someplace that doesn't have severe weather a lot of the times. That's great. This is what you want to take as a course. And the best way to get here on these dates is to go to weather.gov/FFC. That's the 3-letter code for the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Georgia. Again, that covers the southern part of the News 12 viewing area, along with National Weather Service Huntsville. That covers northeastern Alabama. So if you would like to take these courses, and please, if you have never considered becoming a Skywarn spotter, please do so, because the more spotters we have, the better off we will all be protected by having more people out there when it comes to spotting all kinds of information in regards to keeping us safe. The more information we have coming in, the better off everybody will all be protected out there. All right, I think that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and sign off with, again, the breakfast forecast into tomorrow. Temperatures pretty mild, cool, yes, but mild and dry. Got some cloud cover out there. Chip Chapman has got your forecast in the morning. Russell Stroud has got your forecast coming up Saturdays and Sundays at 11 o'clock. So definitely want to stay tuned again for more there. That should do it for tonight. We've been on for better part of almost 25 minutes. So thanks to everybody who has checked in for tonight. If you've got questions that I did not cover on here for this evening, that's okay. Again, email address at the bottom of the screen in the bar there, aonek@wdef.com. Again, thanks to everybody for stopping by. It's always nice to see everybody come on here. Want to say a couple big thank yous again. For those of you on YouTube and Facebook, again, please support my friend Chloe Sexton, her giant cookie company from back around the Germantown area. Chloe was my former producer at our last station, and she got treated horribly there. She's started a new business during the pandemic. These cookies are about as big as a compact disc and about as thick as your wrist, and they are delicious if you've never had them. So, great opportunity to support a great businesswoman, her family, the community, all that type stuff. Order the cookies at chloesgiantcookies.com. Second thing, I was complaining a couple of weeks ago about the idea that I cannot find one of my favorite candies around, root beer barrels. I love root beer, always have. I'm definitely a fanatic when it comes to anything involving root beer. So lo and behold, somebody ordered a box for me from nuts.com, and there's a shameless plug there for you. You have to read this with my bifocals here. Thank you very much. See, Mr. Onek, enjoy the root beer barrels. You are well-informed and entertaining meteorologist. Thank you very much, Lisa Mays Woods from Cleveland, Tennessee. Very kind of you to give this to me. I'm not in this business for the swag. Anybody in this business will tell you that we don't do it for the money. We do it because this is what we enjoy doing. This is very nice of you to do this. You didn't have to. I appreciate it, but thank you very much, Lisa Mays Woods from Cleveland, for a resupply of my root beer barrel stock, and that is going to come in very handy right there. I know a lot of people don't like root beer. It's been one of my favorites ever since I was about 3 years old, so thank you. Very flattered to have this, and we'll definitely hold this in high esteem and keep this around for when it becomes necessary to have just a little bit of a sugar rush there. So thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Thanks to everybody who has been so kind to welcome me here to the area since I've been here just from about a few years ago. Really enjoying it here. My wife, our kids, everybody else. So thank you again for all the very nice hospitality that we have seen. That should do it for tonight. If you have any questions, again, email, go to our website for more details on this. You can watch the replay of Weather Overtime at just about any point in time at our website, WDEF.com/weather. It'll be available on our social media platforms. It's always available on our app. If you would like to take a look and see what's going on there, please stop by, download the app, go to your particular phone system's app store, search WDEF Weather, and download the app and stay tuned to News 12 through the app, and we can keep you informed on things going on there. That should do it. I think I'm running out of things to say. We're going to turn you back to your regularly scheduled Tuesday evening. We'll have more with yours truly coming up on News 12 at 11. And, of course, Chip Chapman will have more on your forecast bright and early tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, or this morning, depending on when you're watching this, at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. So stay tuned for more there. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. Thanks for joining us, and we'll have more for you on News 12 on air and online. Please be safe and join us for more Weather Overtime Wednesday evening, again at 9:45 Eastern. Thanks for joining us.